A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once.
Welcome one and all, this is Blaezer RTW, I hope you are good. I am super smashing great, thank you very much. You join me for a CWB 1v1, I'm Carthage, IOW Ambiorix is the Seleucids. I don't know if he still is, he's still about, but I don't know if he's still I can't remember, I get confused with a few of them, but anyway, that doesn't matter for now. Let's have a look at his army as I'm at this end. So what's he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 peltists, 6 archers, 6 cataphracts, and then there's that 2 javcav. Yeah, okay. Cataphracts, gold, obviously, and a rest like that. I'm still tweaking my, I call it a mobile noob box, but it's not. It is kind of, if you consider that the archers are the actual box, but effectively it just moves like a box. That's why I refer to it like that, and I've gone a lot less on the cav. Although I tend to think now against the Seleucids you can tire the cataphracts out if you bring some decent cav, but yeah, we'll see how I do. Yeah, I didn't go through my army, did I? Mine will just be my standard army, I think, which is just about developed into near enough what I use now. This is a slight variation, but 3 slingers, 5 Balearic slingers, 5 sacred bangs with 4 or 5 upgrades on by the look of it, and then 2 sacred bang cav and 2 round shield cav. Then it'll be gold. So you can see I'm just moving to the left, just, you know, just because basically, I mean, obviously the thing is then, you know, there's no one over this side of me to my left flank, but it means that he can envelop me on the right. In all of this, the slinger's only job really is just to absorb the arrows from this guy, although I actually out-skirmish him, I think, but he's got the peltis. I don't use the Seleucids that much, so I'm unsure as to whether they would target the royal, sacred bands or the slingers. You would have thought it would be the sacred bands, but I don't know. So anyway, you can see he's brought some javcav out to my left. He runs some up as well, try and take a dig at these slingers at the back. He took a few. I managed to rout that off. That will probably go now because he's under 10. Sometimes they can come back though with it. Sort of, I think 7 or 6 is the sweet number for definitely not coming back. You can see he's bringing in his other javcav from the other side. Is he taking out the Balearic slingers? Yeah, he is. So he's pretty much taking down the 2 on the wing. His archers will be targeting the slingers at the front, I'm sure, and then a few will be being brought forward to target my Balearics. What I've done, rather than let him take out my slingers easily, the tactic is to move my whole army up and just rout them through the sheer amount of numbers and my infantry being right amongst it, if you know what I mean, rather than send one guy after them all. I should really be chasing this guy off with my round shields. That's what they're there for. Did I only bring 1 round shield? No, yeah. Really, the round shields now, I think the best thing to do if you're going to chase them off is to put them in loose formation and then just chase after them. Obviously you can micro it as much as you want with regards to wanting to try and cut them off, but we shall see. So you can see my boxes moving up again all in formation. How it should be is that none of these guys are on skirmish, which you can probably tell, so they don't run away from my spears. You can see he's actually starting his assault on my right flank. He's going to come after these round shields, which are going to rout instantly with that amount of cataphracts. If I can get some spears in there though and just drop them in time, not really, but I'll probably just chase them off enough to keep that unit of cav which is walking away. So he's backed off a little bit. He's pulled all his skirmishers out. You can see where I ran into the middle of them. They were all disorganised and he couldn't tell where he was, so he's pulled them back, left his cataphracts there. It wouldn't surprise me now to regroup and then head straight for the those 3 cataphracts and just try and catch up with his slingers. Yeah, just was this here? This is a few peltists on the left as well. I should be taking them out with spears or going after them with at least one of them big full units of cav. So you can see he's taking his general and 2 of the cataphracts right out to the right, taking them well out of the way. He doesn't want to get shot with the Balearic slingers. The other 3 are obviously facing me with heavily armoured cataphracts. They're not going to worry about too much about the stones. General's having a little dig at that group of peltists. Yeah, another lot coming in from the right. So I'm not really pressing anything at the moment. I'm a little bit disorganised. He is too, but I think he's just actually regrouped and is coming back in for the second round. Really, what I should have done is, you know, sensing blood. If someone's retreating and you're pretty confident that they're, you know, it's not a trap. You know, I like to chase them when they're retreating, because then people are mentally on the back foot, and you can often just find that just throwing stuff at retreating troops will sort of rout them off, and then suddenly, you know, you can get right in there and at them when they turn around and face you and are all disorganised. So, yeah, if they're disorganised, your enemy, then that's the time to attack, really. Sorry, I had a few beers last night and a few smokes and that, so I'm a little bit rough this morning. I've got my cup of tea here, but I've literally... Yeah, I just made it at the beginning. It was fresh as soon as I turned the battle on, so it's still a bit too hot now. You can see I'm moving everything up there, my little noob line up, if we call it that. I've actually gone for an attack this time though. My round shields have gone through targeting these archers, which is the kind of the rhythm of what I want to get to. Now he's going to come with his cataphracts from this side. Am I going to see him in time? I am. I don't know if I dropped my spears in time. I'm not sure. It looked to me like I was alt attacking them for some reason. I'm not sure why. And you can see he's going to retreat them, because if they would have stuck around in there, I would have obviously, I should have been quicker with that, or at least sensed it coming. And as I seen his cataphracts moving in, you know, I could have sent one through this gap, one this way, enveloped them, and then stopped the retreat and just ran more spears in. But he probably would have got away. He would have seen that come in. So yeah, so I'm going to retreat. I'm back in. What's left of my skirmishers are still in with my pikes. My pikes are taking a little bit of a dig. One of them's heavily. That was probably that one that just faced those cataphracts. But the rest of them aren't too bad. So you can see we're back at the beginning again now. I'm going to move all my troops over to the left just so that this lot can surround me. And to try and get my spears. I'm probably going to bring them to about here and then run straight up to go between the cataphracts and the thing, and just chase it all off and try and catch up with some archers if I can. And hopefully if he retreats his cataphracts far enough away and I'm close enough, I can run my cav through my spears and take them out. Yeah, but this one seems to be a little bit slow for me. This is actually the point of time in December last year in CWB was my sort of golden period, because my laptop wouldn't take any big 31Ks, so I was playing a lot of CWB, and obviously it's good to play both of them anyway. I don't play enough CWB now as it is, but I have started playing a bit more just to get used to it. His Javcav's been pestering me. I'm going to try and get in there and take it out. I need to make sure that I should just leave my round shields after him, if you know what I mean. If there's that many of them left, there's only 5, so they should actually go. You can see all the while he's sort of actually done to me what I was doing to him. So this little group, I need to flip them around to face up the cataphracts. I'm not going to though. He's probably sensed that's a good time. I have just brought one out, so that might just be enough of a deterrent for him to know that I've seen him. But it's not, and I didn't even turn those other pikes. I should have done, because I would have taken his general right out, because the generals are at the front of the wedge formation. Yeah. That's just stupid, messy now. So I need to get my cav out of there, regroup everything, turn around, and then go after something. I've actually carried my cav through, which is quite good. If I can take out a couple of archers, or even get these bunch of cataphracts chasing me, they shouldn't be able to catch me. And I'll knacker them out for later on in the game. But yeah, I've gone for the archers. They've actually gone to take out the archers, which I should have done. I should have ran them through them and just carried on over to here, but then I suppose I would have shot up. So yeah, what can you do? So I think that was 2 cav I lost then. both the round shields. I've got 2 heavily depleted units of spearmen, and then a handful of battle depleted slingers of various types. So yeah, I'm going after him. I think this isn't looking particularly great for me, because as much as I've been running around and moving him here, there and everywhere and getting him disrupted, I haven't hammered home any advantage in actually taking out any archers, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, well, that's not archers, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I've taken, you know, the peltists, the jav cav, that's gone. But I literally haven't taken out any of his archers. He's got 40 there. But these are, can you see these are exhausted here on the left? So what I should be doing now is turning my spears so that his cav can't do what it's doing there and come this way. I should have ran my spears between them and then just taking those 2 out of my cav, leaving my spears to defend, and then regrouped and then tried to do the same again, and just, you know, there is a game, I think I lose it in the end, but it does it perfectly where it's like that, and they split off a bit of their army, and then I just shove my pikes in there, spears in there, and then I can just go at will with my cav, and he can't do anything because I've got a long line of pikes, and he has to go around them, and by the time he's gone around, his archers have gone, sort of thing. But yeah, it looks like he's coming in for a cav charge from the back. My general's running, he's dropped his spear, so, oh no. Yeah, again, this is all bad little micro, if you want to call it that, I guess, because I had 2 units facing that rear lot then, and I put the spears down, and then they come back up just before they hit, which is why they probably routed. Obviously now it's easier in hindsight and watching it, but they would have obviously stayed down, and probably the other 2 coming behind them and faced the other way to stop the rear charge, and then just sent my cav after the archers and sent them on a merry dance until they get knackered. They're actually doing pretty well, so he's reserved them quite well. I think that strike's done me, though, to be fair. 13 Sacred Band isn't going to do too much. Might rout off a couple of these archers here, but by the time it probably gets to those archers, they would have shot him up. And you can see I've been pulled right apart now. He's coming after my cav, so I need to run back in amongst my spears, which I just about got away with. So yeah, that's not too bad, and that's obviously what you want to do if you're getting chased and you've got spears, as lead them into your walking infantry, especially if they're spears and pikes, phalanxes. Yeah, really, I should have admitted I've not got enough left to take him out, I don't think. I'm just thinking, even if I took his archers out, which he's still got 2 lots over there, one of them quite full. He's got 1 here which I'm taking out. I don't think I'm going to take enough of them out to stop them coming back, though. That lot will probably come back. That lot will definitely come back. He's got some cataphracts coming after me. Now I'm going to come do exactly the same as I did last time, change direction straight into the middle. That should stop them chasing after me, which it does, but I haven't got any slingers to take them out when they turn their back. So yeah, it's one of them. It looks like his cataphracts are coming in. It looks like one of his units is glitched at the back there, but not going to worry him too much. He's going to come in for a big strike. Spears are dropped. He's seen that. Yeah, so he's trying to peel off my cav, which is quite good. I need to rout. Yeah, can you see, even though I've sort of been taking them out, they've come back. So he's still got 5 units of archers left. He's got quite a few cataphracts. He sent 2 after these now, and this is quite good. What I should be doing is now coming up, running into the middle of these, and just, you know, I've led them on a merry dance, and then they'll get tired, and then what will happen is that when it comes down to the end, I've probably lost a little bit too much infantry, because he's got 2 quite big units of cataphracts. But when it actually comes to them having to take me out, they'll already be knackered, or I can continue chasing them, if you like, when they're knackered. I'm just being annoying, really, with this cav, and just seeing what use I can get out of him. Yeah, it's not too long left of the battle now, so I may as well leave it go rather than forward through it. I would have thought he's going to hit me with a strike, and then that's going to be game over. Looks like it's coming in now. Let's come from this side. Oh. See if my cup of tea is ready to drink. And yeah, that'll be it. He'll hit that lot from the back. That'll rout. Those two have routed, and yeah, I've just got these two left, which are going to rout any second now. So yeah, really, I mean, looking back now, I targeted the wrong things. I should have let the the peltists and the skirmishers sort of sort themselves out, and actively either gone for his not gone for his cataphracts. That sounds stupid, but gone to separate his cataphracts from the archers and whittled them down rather than concentrating on all that. And I let him have too many digs at the beginning as well. He was pretty much taking 3 shots at me. As soon as we deployed, I should have been after him, showing my intent, and then maybe stepped off the gas a little bit somewhere in the middle of the match. And I should have pressed him when he was retreating too. But hey ho, it is what it is. He beat me. He's obviously a good player. I'm sure there'll be more with him in. And yeah, that's it. You know what I say in a defeat? See you next time.
Follow me, Blaezer.